All right, and we're off to the races. So, hello everyone. Welcome to tonight's call. It's going to be jam-packed with information, fast-moving. So, bear with me as I really dive into this and run through the presentation, and hopefully you'll pick up lots on the way. And afterwards, we'll have a nice little presentation to share for everybody in the morning. So, here we go. We're going to start with the biology of water, and we're going to share with people what bio water is, why you need it, why it's probably one of the most important things that people need to know about. Because when you understand the importance of the water that's in your body and how it differentiates from the water that's coming out of your tap, we're going to show you how to heal the water so that it's better for you. And then it will heal the person. And as we do that, we can create a ripple effect that will help to heal the world. So let us dive in and first understand that the water that you drink absolutely matters. It takes processes for almost every activity that's within your body that makes you function. The fact of the matter is, without the water that's in your body, we would not be here. We would not exist on account of the fact that without the water that's in our bodies, the the creation of life, and the evolution of where we are now would not have existed. It would not be in place, and we would not be exist. So understanding that is the first key to realizing how very important it is. And could everybody just throw their mute on, please, so that we will have less interruptions and noise in the background? I've done it for you, and we'll be able to open up at any time in the near future to have people to comment. Thank you. So, your brain's surrounded by water. Your body is 70+% water by volume. Every one of your cells is 99% water. So it's very important. And H2O is what comes out of your tap. H3O2 is what's in your body. So you want that extra hydrogen, you want that extra oxygen because it makes up who you are and the communication that happens inside your body. So before you drink another sip of water, understand why we have the problem and why we need to fix it, because it's not your fault, but it is fixable. And when you understand the importance of it, I'm sure you'll want to know how you can reverse this and make your water so it actually is living water, something that's going to energize you and give you vitality and life. So the problem is the invisible pollution that is around us. It is all about electrical pollution. If you've heard the term EMF, it's dangerous. It has to do with everything that plugs in. It has to do with your smartphone, your Bluetooth devices, cell phone towers, microwaves, Wi-Fi routers that are everywhere. And these things are emitting man-made, I repeat, man-made energies that are altering how nature intended us to be. First and foremost, we want to get back to nature in order so that our bodies can do what they need to do naturally. Every time that we are affecting our temples of a body with something that it is not used to, we are literally creating, in essence, interference within our circuitry. If we have toxins within our bodies, they are blocking up our body's ability to do what they need to do. If we have bad energy within our systems, our bodies, it is affecting how our electrical system communicates internally. It's affecting how our cells function. It affects how our blood flows. So it's very important to understand that even though you can't see it, it's there and it's affecting us all. Remember the term EMF. It stands for electromagnetic frequencies, which includes radiations and all kinds of spike energies that come from man-made devices. And we are not a spike energy entity. We are a sine wave entity, and all the spike waves create harm and damage to us and to every living thing. As you will look and notice here, there has been a drastic increase in the EMF exposure from the 1950s to now in the 2020s. We went from radio and TV to internet to Wi-Fi to smartphones to 5G, and now we're going to 6 and 7Gs. This is not nature made. Nature is what you see with the bees and the flowers. The electrical pollution that you see on the opposite side of the bees and the flowers is killing not just the bees and the flowers, it's hurting every single one of us and not allowing our internal cellular activities to perform the way they were designed. In turn, it affects all of us. It affects our children and their ability to learn and grow properly. It affects our pets. It affects us. It affects our plants. And it affects, in general, our life. And if you don't know, one of the strongest messages that I've been trying to send through for the last 20 years is that the things that can hurt you the most are the things that you simply don't know. If you know, you have a choice as to how much effect they can have on you, because you can search out the solutions that are going to counter that negativity and turn it into a positivity. But if you don't know, and you're just a receptacle, a susceptible receptacle for all this negativity, where do you think you're going to end up? Are you going to end up like the birds and the bees and the flowers here? Or are you going to end up maybe a little bit more like the ones on the other end? The bottom line is this is our reality. This is truly our reality, and you need to be aware. The hidden health crisis breaks down to be this simple. If you're feeling sluggish, tired, and you don't have the vitality and the energy that you know that you should have, there's a reason for it, and you need to fix it. Start with the absolute basics of life. Water, because if you don't drink water every day, you're heading in a downward spiral. And if you drink the wrong water every day, it's not helping you up from that spiral. But when you consume the right water, the water that's in your body, the water that's full of energy, vitality, the frequencies and the light of life, you become energized, you become radiant, and your health journey starts to improve. Most of the people are walking around fatigued, low energy, inflammation, dehydrated at the cellular level, and don't understand why. Because nobody is telling you why. And we're here to share this and create the ripple effect of wellness by educating people as to why. So it is a very chaotic environment that this modern life has put us in. In essence, it's a storm of bad health and bad energy, because from the time we wake up, not even before when we go to bed, we're bombarded by this stuff. And all day, you send your kids to school, they're exposed to the Wi-Fi in the schools, and it's the cell phone towers that are out in the parking lot. These things are disturbing and disrupting the water everywhere in your body, in your house, in the lines feeding your house, in the lakes, everywhere. It's being distorted by all this bad energy. And in return, when we try to use this water to feed our trees and our vegetation and all the things that are alive around us that we're looking to see flourish and grow, we realize that it's not doing the job and they are suffering. I tried to grow tomatoes last year. I got next to nothing. We have people talking all over the place that the way crops are growing, that the way plants are growing, and people trying to grow their gardens, their things are not doing as well as they normally would. We have a change. We have changes in our environment that is affecting living things, and we need to be aware that it's happening. So, this all in turn leads to health challenges for us because if you're not hydrating, you're not detoxing, and you're not absorbing the nutrients and doing all the things that the water is doing for us, it's going to lead to your system not functioning at the level it should, in turn turning into health challenges down the road. The simple solution would be to plug everything out, shut everything off, but unfortunately, it's not the case and it's not going to happen. So you need a solution. All of this negative spike wave is creating those disturbing resonances that affect all living things. And Nikola Tesla, he said it the best, that if we can manage and control the frequencies and energies that are around us and in us, that we would improve the state of mankind. We would live longer, healthier lives. We are all earth creatures, and we need to be in tune with the nature of our original environment of earth, not with this man-made environment that is so toxic around us now. And man has not stopped. In essence, they're even doing things to create more havoc with our weather and our environment on a consistent basis. We need to fight. And imagine if we can fight the fight with water. Just by putting the right water into our systems, we can reverse and slow and back up all this negativity and have our bodies actually working for us rather than against us. This is the solution. This is the perfect combination of the biophotonic charger and the frequency bottle collar. I spelt it wrong. But the bottom line is it's a revolutionary water technology that structures your water, energizes your water, and optimizes it for optimal health. When you use the frequency charger app on your cell phone to structure the water or any liquid, it literally reorganizes and structures the molecules and changes that water from H2O to H3O2, which means increase in hydrogen, increase in oxygen, and 37 frequencies added that has now given you 40 years worth of biophotonic science that's going into your body and affecting literally every cell from the water that you will consume. When you use the app or the new accessory that we have now, which is the frequency collar, which is charged by the app, you simply take the light from the phone app and you apply it to the button on the collar. That collar that you see that's wrapped around that orange bottle is literally when you drink that orange juice, that orange now is going to be, in essence, H3O2 orange juice. It's going to be so much more bioavailable to your system. The flavor is going to be booming. It's going to be enhanced because the negativity of the EMF has been removed. So it's going to be more like the orange juice as if it just came off the tree fresh when you consume it. And the nutrients that you're going to get out of it is going to be even more enhanced and bioavailable to you when you consume it. And simply that collar is handmade. So imagine the stitching and the work that goes into preparing this as it is handmade. And inside the collar, what makes it so very special and work is a combination, a concoction of silver and some very special minerals that will take the charge from the charger and hold it within that collar so that you can use that collar consistently over the course of up to a month without having to recharge it. And it is going to structure, energize, optimize your beverages for your consumption. And imagine the ability to flow gallons and gallons and gallons of water through the collar or any liquid through the collar and structure it instantly, because all it has to do is flow through the energy field that the collar creates, and it is instantly restructured, instantly energized, and instantly made the best that you could consume and put into your body. That is amazing technology. And as I said, over 40 years of science, research, and studying. And we're going to try to bring the inventor of these products to a Zoom later on this month. So be prepared. Invite your friends, invite your family, invite your chiropractor, your wellness practitioner to come and hear the story from the creator himself about these products and what they mean to every living thing on the planet. So this product, what it does is it creates ionic, structured, and energized water. We call it bio water. And that bio water always tastes better, hydrates better, has a totally different texture that is almost gel-like, and it makes everything that is in your body healthier, and it makes everything that you put into your body healthier for your body as well. We're going to go through and unlock a lot of the mysteries about how this affects your body right now. So you've seen the collar and how it works, but this is the mystery. Prior to understanding how we're getting into such a toxic environment, before, when we were able to get clean water out of the springs in the mountains, they would look like the image of the water crystal you see on the right. Nice, pristine. It looks like a snowflake. Nice, organized structure. But because of all this pollution, all this toxic energy that is everywhere around us and affecting all of us, we're able to show you that the water that you're consuming the water that's coming into your home through your pipes, the water that's coming into your home through the bottles that you're buying at the grocery store, the water that's even coming through your home, that's coming from the water supplier who's actually giving you even reverse purified water, is looking like the water crystal that's on the left. It looks like the devil. It looks like a chaotic mess. It does not even look in any way, shape, or form like the crystal that's on the right. And for me, just that image alone would tell me which one of the waters I want to be consuming and putting in my body to go to work. Because if I put the one on the left in, I know just by looking at it, I'm not looking at a positive thing. I'm looking at something really evil looking, and that's not where I want to be. I look on the right, I look at something almost angelic. That's how I feel about it. And that's my dedication to helping to spread this to people and create that ripple effect so people know this is about as simple as it gets when it comes to starting your journey towards great health. Now, this is where we're going to do the sampling of the water because it's just this easy for us to show you how it works. So, if you've got your water samples ready, you should have brought 2 containers with water, and 1 container you are going to keep off, away from the monitor, away from your screen, so that the light that I will be sending your way does not affect it in any way, shape, or form. And the other one, you're going to hold directly in the light when it comes to your screen. So for the moment, I'm going to have to stop the screen share. So I'll do that now. And then we'll come back and I will open up my camera. Okay. 1 second. Okay. So I will be putting my flashlight into my camera, and at that point, you will get to see the light coming to you on your screen. So if you are holding up your water, I'm just going to give you another 30 seconds to make sure that you've got your water, and then I will start up my phone, and I will send the technology to you through my camera. So just for another second or two, get ready. So you will need to definitely hold your water bottle up to the screen to get as much light as you possibly can once I click the start button. And we're going to do that right now, I believe, and I should be good to go. All right. If I have any issues, I will resolve it momentarily. So here we go. Start. How many? Just a sec. Oh, hold on. Nope. Hold on. Second. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, yeah, that's going to work this time. So just a sec. I can find that. Okay. I'll do it again in a second. We're going to run it another time just to make sure you got a decent charge. Okay, I will run it again. Do I have the full screen? Anyway, we'll go again. Here we go. If you're new, you're not going to believe what this does. Okay, so that would have done the job. And at this point now, your liquid that you held up in front of the screen should actually have changed. Actually, we know it's changed, but I want you to test it. So what you want to do is take that and bring it up to your nose slowly and have a sniff of the water before you take a sip of it. I want you to smell it. And then when you put it into your mouth, I want you to feel it, feel the texture of it, taste it, and before you swallow it, make sure you just give it a good workout in your mouth so that you know exactly what you are witnessing. So, if you're new and you would like to open the microphone and just tell us what you've witnessed, that would be wonderful. I believe you should be able to unmute yourself or put your hand up if you want to, and I can instruct how to unmute. But what I will do in the meantime, I'll allow you to keep playing with that as I carry on with the presentation on account of the fact that I've got a lot to go through and I want to keep moving along here. So let's continue. So, as I said, it's very easy to use. Once you have the app on your phone, it's a matter of just opening the app, clicking start to activate the app, holding the app and the flashlight over your water or your liquid, and you're running it for about 42 seconds for one round on the charger. And then that has influenced the water. It has embedded the frequencies in, and now you can go ahead and consume and enjoy that water. But you need to understand that the minute you start drinking that water, it is affecting every cell in your body on account of the fact that it is energized, it is structured, it is what your body's been waiting for, craving. So when you put it in, it knows exactly what to do with it, and it will put it to work right away. So now, if you were drinking the other water, the H2O water, so for the people who have, if you've been testing out the structured and changed water, afterwards go to your other glass and then go ahead and sample that, and you will notice that they are not the same anymore. But as I was saying, when you are consuming this water, it affects you in many, many ways, from the basically top of your head to the tip of your toes. This water will enhance your ability to live a better life. So now This is UV spectroscopy, which shows that the water has been influenced, it has been changed after the app has been used on it. Prior, it is more flat, but after, this is the meniscus of the water. And after the app has been used on it, the meniscus has gone up the side of the glass or the container, and it has created an actual concave type of effect to the water as it is being structured. It changes. And these are the people that are responsible for testing and taking the photographs and actually giving us the evidence that water is more than just water, H2O, that there are so many different variations of the water and what it means to us. But when it comes to H3O2, these are the scientists that we turn to, the ones who understand life, where it came from, where it's going, and how to affect positive change. So, and it all starts with vibration and frequencies, because in essence, this is what we are. We're all energies. We're all a form of vibrational energy. We're all frequencies, water vibrating. And as we can tune different entities with the tuning fork, we can change water with the tuning fork. It's a lot more challenging. But when we do it with the frequency caller and the app, we are actually embedding life into the water so much more than we're just structuring the water. We're giving that water infinite ability to affect us positively. Not only can it affect our water, but imagine, if you will, being able to drink coffee black on account of the fact that you have run the app on it or you've run it through the collar, and it's taken away all that bitterness, all that negativity, so much so that you can drink it black without sugar, without cream. That is a great health benefit. Imagine being able to do your wines and your spirits with the app or the collar, and literally taking a $10 bottle of wine and taking the bitterness out of it, altering the flavor in such a way that it could taste like a $30 bottle of wine, and taking the bite out of your scotch or your whiskey so that it's less toxic to your body and actually more beneficial to your body, because the chances of you getting a hangover, or it's not so going to happen because it's now more conducive to your body. The spike is gone, the sign is in. Being able to neutralize the EMF out of your food by spraying it or using the app on it. I prefer to spray it myself because I know the frequencies are landing on my food and I'm going to consume them with the water that's going in with my food, which is going to make my food even more bioavailable for the nutrient uptake that I'm going to be putting in from that food. The way that this all impacts our bodies, it literally changes our ability to think clearly, to be our best selves. The cellular hydration is rampant because we're not getting the water into our system. Energy depletion because we've got to work extra hard to restructure that chaotic water before the body can use it. All of this stuff creates oxidative stress, communication breakdown, and a toxin accumulation because we're not doing things the way we're supposed to be doing them in order to cleanse ourselves and to make it so that our chakras are brilliant and clear, our aura is brilliant and clear. All of these things can be affected just by changing the quality of the water we're consuming. And this is where it breaks down to. By using bio water, we enhance all of these things: the energy, the clarity, the hydration, the strength, the sleep, the vitality, the digestion, our skin. We go from looking like we're being dragged down to where we're being pumped up. The choice is yours. Most of us need more vitality, more energy, and better health. There is no limit to what you want for yourself when it comes to the health and the mobility and the longevity that we should all be craving. And it's all because we do the right things. We get super hydration because the water is now able to get into our aquaporums and flush the toxins out rather than just looking to bounce off and not be able to do what they were meant to do. So we get that extra hydration, the energy conservation, and the massive detoxification, leading to better health all the way around. Cleaning the cells, excuse me, and the lymphatic system, excuse me, a lot of talking. Ultimately, very important for each and every one of us. So, I've had some conversations with some people in my shop, and so many people are blown away when I show them what this does. But the best part is actually explaining to them how this works and why it works, and see the light go on in their heads as you explain to them about the detoxing and how it matters and what the quality of the water means. And when you get the difference between H2O and H3O2, the light comes on, it's never going off. And, at this point, if the people aren't chasing the wellness that it provides, well, we hope they get there sooner than later, because it truly does matter to how you feel, how you think, how you respond, how you look. Every aspect of your life depends on the quality of the water that you're consuming. And it's never, ever been more evident than it is now. Everybody, most people are walking around with inflammation, pain, all kinds of issues going on, digestive issues, joint issues. And just imagine if by drinking the right water, and it gets into the areas where you're having these issues, and it's able to adjust and make a shift internally in your system, that you actually can feel and translate into your daily life a healthier, more vibrant individual in yourself. I even noticed that the hair on my head is getting blacker and blacker rather than grayer and grayer. All I do most of the time now is drink this water. I drink it in my smoothie. I drink it in the morning. My nutrients are embedded with this water, or my water is embedded with my nutrients. So when I put these things into my body, I'm absolutely getting the most out of it. So the choice is always up to the individual what they want for themselves. But I hope that what you want is the best health that you can possibly have. Accelerated tissue repair and regeneration. Optimize your brain function and your mental clarity. Fix your blood so it's not electromagnetically charged and clumped together and running around through your veins like a snake, rather than having your blood cells free flowing and acting the way they're supposed to be acting within your body. If for 1 minute you think that this Rolo effect is normal versus what's showing here, and understanding, all you need to understand is that most of the population is walking around with this Rolo effect going on within their body, because the electrical pollution is everywhere and you can't get away from it. The only way you get away from it is by grounding yourself and dealing with it from the inside or from the outside, but you have to deal with it. That is the bottom line. Blood Oxygen saturation, this is showing that by drinking H3O2, you're going to increase the oxygen saturation of your body. What does that mean? The more oxygen you have in the body, the less chance of any disease manifesting itself within your body. This is showing you by consuming the right water, you can have your blood pressure managing itself much better because it's cleaning your system and allowing everything to work better. When everything works better, it balances out better. This, ladies and gentlemen, is water doing its job the way it's meant to do it in your body. I take no pills. I take no potions. I promise I never will unless I am absolutely dying and I need it to stay alive. Otherwise, it ain't happening. And I'll be the one who decides whether or not I need it or not. So I can pretty much promise you in my life, like Dr. Wallach says, you're supposed to live your life. You're born, you die. And in your medical files, in between, it should not be this thick. In reality, it should be this thick. So that's what I'm shooting for. A medical file that has very little um, documentation to it. So life is wonderful. We can make it even better when we understand how simple it really is. Clearing your aura, your chakra, and fixing your energy is as easy as drinking BIO-PHOTONIC water. Bio water fixes so many different things. If you're looking to look more beautiful, bio water your makeup and then apply it. You will find that your makeup will not only go further, it will actually be more beneficial and less harmful to you as a whole. And you will look amazing. I actually did a lady yesterday where I sprayed half of her face. And I swear to you, I noticed right away on her forehead, and I had to go grab a mirror and hold it up to her and say, "You tell me, does the right side look the same as the left side to you now?" And instantly, to me, there was a shift, there was a change. It was as if the right side looked like it plumped up almost within no time at all, and the wrinkles appeared less. And she agreed with me when I showed it to her. So I guess I wasn't imagining it. So wonderful things. This is just enhancing the fact that those wrinkles and fine lines can disappear and very quickly when they are sprayed with this water or just applied with this water. It's amazing. Your pets can be energized and vitalized with the water. Them drinking the water, they'll be calmer, they'll be healthier, and they'll look better, they'll feel better, guaranteed. Less digestive issues for cats and everything. These animals get into all kinds of stuff. You're going to be giving them more life with bio water. Your plants are going to have stronger roots, better. I forgot to give somebody some bio water today. Anyway, but yes, even your cut flowers will last longer when you give them bio water in the vase rather than tap water. Tap water is going to kill them faster. Have you ever tried putting fish in water that comes out of your tap to see what happens? They will die within no time. So, ladies and gentlemen, stop fooling yourself into thinking everything is okay because the government says so, and realize you need to take responsibility for yourself. You need to be educated to understand all the things that are potentially capable of harming you and taking a negative effect on your overall well-being. This is the time to do it because you have a simple solution, and it does not cost an arm and a leg in order for you to have these tools working for you. And actually, I'm going to do a little analogy in the next little while as we get to the price in order to show you how very inexpensive it actually is to take control of your overall well-being, even when you got two of these products together working for you. But when it comes to athletic performance, you drink this water, you're going to be faster, you're going to be stronger, you're going to recover much better, you're going to be a better human being. You will also have less chances of actually hurting yourself on account of with this water surging through your body. It is strengthening your muscles, it is strengthening your joints, and it is strengthening your ability to think and be the best athlete that you can be. And that is for sure guaranteed. It's all about getting you back to nature. It's all about getting you back to the earth and what the energy of the earth means to each and every living thing on the planet. It means everything. So when we reconnect with the earth's natural energy, we are literally giving ourselves the best opportunity to live our best life. Even when we're not on the ground and we're flying, as we're traveling, we can affect positive change to ourselves because airline travel can leave you jet lagged. It can affect a lot of people with motion sickness. The water can calm and quell a lot of those things also. It's the frequencies that does it all. So by drinking vitalized, super duper energy enforced water, we are doing a better job of hydrating and basically taking care of ourselves, our pets, our lives, our children, grandchildren. And one of the beautiful things about it, we can start reducing the plastic bottles that are in our environment. So these are some of the ways that you can utilize the app and the collar. The app can be put directly onto any of these liquids. This in the glass, this in the glass, the wine in the glass, the orange juice in the glass. It would even affect this orange or grapefruit directly by using the app directly on it. And with the collar, you wrap it around any bottle as you see, no matter what your favorite drink is, and you can alter and restructure and change that entity to be better for your body in every way possible. That is what we are doing with our ripple effect that we are trying to now spread across the globe. You can affect positive change with your spray bottle by spraying your glasses and then creating, because when you spray the glass, you're creating an energy source. When you energize your spray bottle, this little bottle right here, you have no idea how very, very powerful this is. When I show people that I spray a little puddle on the floor, and then I show them that that puddle has an energy source that goes 10 meters up into the sky, up into the air, and 10 meters down into the ground. I see how they look at me as if I'm crazy. But then I finish and I create that energy vortex and I stand a minute and I do the kinesiology test. And that eliminates the questions. And the looks actually get a little bit more intense as they look at me and go, what the hell is that? And it's a beautiful thing. So you need to witness those things. If you haven't done these things, you should try them. And when we do it on the glass, we spray the outside of the glass or the container, and that creates the energy source around it. So now when you add the liquid and it goes into the glass or the container and it's moving and it is then structured as it is flowing into the glass or container, and it's done. It's that easy. When the liquid is finished going in, everything in there is structured. You can take it, you can drink it, you can use it in any way you want to. The bottle with the collar, trying to get an image. Again, just creates the energy source. The water flows through it and instant structured, energized. I use that to put it into my coffee maker. I use that to put it into my kettle. I use that to put it into my pot when I'm cooking and anything else. I use that to feed my plants. Absolutely. Every single time I feed my plants, I just walk over and I fill up the bottle and I feed them from the collar on the bottle. And I know they're getting what they need to be the best that they can be. Again, with the spray bottle, spray your plants. You're neutralizing the EMF on them and you're feeding them with the frequencies. So you're giving them more life. Spray your face, spray your whole body. Spray your kids. They will learn better. If you spray your kids before they study at home or are going to school, I guarantee you they will retain more of the information that they are reading and studying. It's that simple because you're removing the interference from their brain and they're able now to absorb, retain, and recall much better. So it's all about neutralizing the EMF, gaining instant protection, instant grounding, clearing your mind, and improving your health. You can spray everything. You can drink the water. You can do whatever. Life is sweet. You can set an energy vortex around your bed and sleep in an energy source that's protecting you all night long. You can do what I mentioned earlier about creating a vortex on the floor or around your chair at your desk. If you work at a desk always on the computer, I would do the floor and I would do my seat where I sit and create vortexes so that I'm protected. I'm in the zone of the energy field and nothing can get to me. Just follow the instructions as to how to create your energy vortex and make sure it's moving in order to do everything that you want it to do. So use your biophotonic charger and your biophotonic frequency collar for breakfast, at the gym, at work, at dinner. Share it with your friends, your families, and let's create that ripple effect that affects change with people all over the world. Amen. It will be your best health investment. It's only $245 Canadian for an annual subscription to the biophotonic charger. The collar is $299 Canadian. So if you add those together, they would come up to be 545, $55, somewhere in there. But we have a special on the site that combines the charger and the collar for $498 Canadian. And that's a great deal. Done the best that we could to create a combo offer that would allow you to have the app and the collar to be able to go to work using them both to do the needed to restructure and change all the fluids that are in your life. And at $498, if you divide that by 12, that's basically $41.50 for the year. And if you divide that Basically, you're looking at about it's not even, it's $1.35 a day Canadian in order to guarantee your health, your wellness, and that everything that you put into your body is optimized for your overall health and well-being. So it's not even a cup of coffee, not even close. It's about half a cup of coffee for a day. And you can affect your coffee also very positively. So, very good. We've got real results from real people, and you can see some of those testimonials on the website and get more stories. We've got some people working with me to enhance our social media approach now as we move forward. By the end of this month, we hope to be more impactful with our social media appeal. So we definitely want everybody to get onto our social media links. They are available on referlife.com. We'll be updating them in the over the next 12 hours. So tomorrow, be sure as the updated links will be there. And go ahead and check out what we're doing with our social media sites. And as we move forward from here, we're definitely looking to create a much bigger ripple effect now. And working with the app and the caller together has become actually super joyful from my perspective on account of the fact that even to the ability now, I have had the ability to sell some people the caller because of the fact that it is usable right away and they can use that collar for up to a month before having to recharge it. So they have purchased the collar and they're using it now, and they will come to see me. And if they are ready to purchase the app, they will do so at any time. But it does give them the opportunity to have the technology working for them by purchasing the collar and having me charge it for them. If they needed 3 months in order to be able to purchase their app, yeah, I'm willing to charge it twice for them in order so that they can meet their needs financially in order to get everything that they want. So there's different ways of looking at this when it comes to the marketing side of it and how we can influence people better with maybe the caller first and the app secondary if they're financially challenged at the moment. Otherwise, the two of them together with a savings of about $50 definitely makes sense. So with that said, if you have questions and comments, feel free to go ahead and bring them on. If you need to raise your hand because you can't get yourself unmuted, go ahead, let me know. Most people that anybody who has ordered the collar so far, they have been shipped out, and you should have them before this week is out. And worst case scenario would be Monday, but I do believe everybody should have them before this week is out. So, doesn't seem that we are having any questions at this moment. I don't know if it means that I'm doing such a good job or what the story is. But so was there anybody new that actually got to test the water who could possibly comment for us what they experienced? Hard for me to know who is there, but I do see a couple of people who I'm not sure I've seen before, but Okay, oh, wait a minute. We've got a comment here. Let me see. Oh, thank you. Somebody just said, great job, Mike, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the comments and I appreciate people noticing the dedication and commitment to the cause. And you know what? What makes it even better? I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So this is what life is supposed to be like, enjoying what you're doing and knowing you're doing good things for people wherever they are. So only thing we can hope for now is that people actually start to listen and understand how very important the message actually is. And one day it's going to catch and it's going to turn into a firestorm as we start affecting and creating that ripple effect of wellness that is going to change so many lives. Amen. I'm in for it. So thank you all for your dedication to me, to the cause, and much love, as we say in Jamaica. All right, Irie. Oh, Joan, thank you for the thumbs up. And all right, everyone, I will get this call rendered for sending out for others. So appreciate you all and have yourself a wonderful evening.